Hi, hello. Welcome to Ayshu Vlog channel. Today we are going to discuss about the AZ-900 practice questions. If you guys are preparing for AZ-900 and if you want to recall all the concepts on the 6 chapters which you read through, then this video is for you. Already we posted some videos on the chapter-wise explanations as well as the real-time questions in part 1. And this is part 2 for the practice questions. Instead of just remembering the answer, make sure you are keeping a keyword in the question or the definition so that in real-time exam it would be really helpful. And also try to understand the concept behind each question. Don't just blindly remember the answers. Let's get started. The first question is, you need to purchase an Azure account before you can use any Azure resources. That is false. You can use even a free Azure account or Microsoft Learn Sandbox to create any resources. So we don't need to purchase anything to start with Azure resources. Hence it is false. Next question. What is meant by cloud computing? Delivery of computing services over the internet. It's the delivery of computer services over the public internet, which is otherwise known as cloud. So it's a direct definition. Hence, the first option is the answer. Next question. Which of the following is not a feature of cloud computing? Using cloud computing, it will enable faster innovation, and also it has some services for speech recognition and other cognitive services. And hence, it will be the second option, a limited pool of services. Azure can always expand its storage whenever we need some additional resource. So it is not limited. Hence, the second option is the answer. The cloud offers a nearly limitless pool of raw compute, storage, and networking components to help you deliver innovative and novel user experience quickly. We'll move to the next question. Which of the following is not a cloud computing category? We have overall 3 types of services. Infrastructure as a service and virtual machine is the example. Platform as a service, that is PaaS. Windows Azure, any database services can be considered as platform as a service. In software as a service, direct installation of software in our system like MS365 and so on. So hence, the first one is not coming under the 3 types. So we can go for networking as a service. Next question. Which of the following statements is true? To answer for this question, we should know the difference between Capex and Opex. Capex is nothing but whatever the capital expenses we invest, like infrastructure setup, building, computer, and so on. And Opex is the monthly expense. Whatever we use, we pay for that, like electric bill and other maintenance monthly bill. Those will come under Opex. Hence, the right answer is second option. With operating expenses Opex, you are only responsible for the computing resources that you use, like a monthly expense, or it can be called as running expense. Next question. Which of the following options is not a type of cloud computing? In cloud computing, there are only 3 types of clouds: private, public, and hybrid. Public cloud is nothing but whatever the cloud service we get using the public internet. Private cloud is specific to any organization and it will be more secure and private. Hybrid cloud is the mixture of public and private cloud. Hence, the odd man here is distributed cloud. Hence, we can go for first option. Next question. Which of the following is not a benefit of using cloud services? For the benefits of cloud services, scalability is one of the options, disaster recovery, high availability. All these three comes under benefits of cloud services. Scalability is nothing but whenever there is a need of extra storage or extra device, then it will be scalable automatically. Disaster recovery. That means when there is a disaster, we would be able to have a backup for all the data we have in cloud service. High availability. It's nothing but very less downtime on all your cloud services. So all these three are the correct benefits for cloud services. Geographic isolation is not one of the benefits. Hence, we can go for fourth option. You can choose to create resources in a single region. However, one of the primary advantages to cloud computing is geographic distribution, not geographic isolation. Hence, the fourth one is right answer. We'll move on to the next question now. Which of the following can be used to manage governance across multiple Azure subscriptions? Here, multiple Azure subscription is the keyword in the question. The management groups is used to manage multiple Azure subscriptions. Hence, management groups is the right answer. Management groups facilitate the hierarchical ordering of Azure resources into collections at a level of scope above subscriptions. Distinct governance conditions can be applied to each management group along with Azure policy and Azure role-based access controls to manage Azure subscription effectively. The resources and subscriptions assigned to a management group automatically inherit the conditions applied to the management group. Sometimes there will be questions on this like yes or no questions with 3 different statements. So make sure you are reading all the benefits or features under management groups so that the true facts can be easily chosen in yes or no and yes or no questions. We move on to the next question. Which of the following is the logical unit of Azure Services that links to an Azure account? Management group, resource group, public cloud, Azure subscription. To use the Azure resources, paid services, we need a subscription. So that is directly linked to our Azure account. All other options given are irrelevant to the question. Hence, we can go for Azure subscription. Azure subscription is a logical unit of Azure services that links to an Azure account. An Azure subscription is an object that represents a container that you can put resources in. Subscriptions are tied to tenants, so one tenant can have many subscriptions, but not vice versa. We'll move on to the next question now. Which of the following statements is a valid statement about an Azure subscription? Using Azure doesn't require a subscription. An Azure subscription is a logical unit of Azure services. As they asked for with true statements, the second option is right. A subscription is a set of Azure services bundled together for tracking and billing purposes. Resource access control occurs at the subscription level. Organizations use Azure subscriptions to manage and govern their Azure resources. Hence, the second option is right. Next question. Which Azure compute resource can be deployed to manage a set of identical virtual machines? Virtual machine scale sets, virtual machine availability sets, virtual machine availability zones. Identical virtual machines is the keyword from the question here. Virtual machine scale sets definition has the keyword set of identical virtual machines. Hence, we can directly map your question keyword to this answer. Virtual machine scale sets let you deploy and manage a set of identical virtual machines. So the other two are irrelevant here. Next question. Which of the following services should be used when the primary concern is to perform work in response to an event, often via a REST command that needs a response in few seconds? Compared to other two options, whenever we need the response quickly, then we should go for Azure Functions. Quick response is the keyword from the question here. Azure function is used when you need to perform work in response to an event, timer, or message from another Azure service, and when that work can be completed quickly within seconds or less. Hence, the option first is right here. Next question. Your company has a team of remote workers that need to use Windows-based software to develop your company's applications. But your team members are using various operating systems like Mac OS, Linux, and Windows. Which Azure Compute service would help resolve this scenario? As they give the different operating systems, then we need to go for a machine, that is Azure Virtual Desktop. The other two are irrelevant here for the different operating systems given. Azure Virtual Desktop enables your team members to run Windows in the cloud with access to the required applications for your company's needs. Next question. Tailwind Traders wants to create a secure communication tunnel between its branch offices. Which of the following technologies can't be used? Here we need to select the invalid one. So under scope, we have point to site virtual private network, Azure Express Route, site to site virtual private network. Hence, the odd man out here is implicit FTP over SSL. It is used to create a secure communication tunnel, which is not relevant to the question here. Hence, second one is the right answer. Tailwind Traders wants to use Azure Express Route to connect its on-premises network to the Microsoft Cloud. Which of the following choices is not an Express Route model that Tailwind Traders can use? Under Express Route, we have any-to-any connection, point-to-point Ethernet connection, and Cloud Exchange colocation. Hence, the odd man out here is site-to-site virtual private network. It is not coming under Express Route model. Hence, second is the right answer. Next question. Which of the following options is not a benefit of Express Route? Redundant connectivity, consistent network throughput, access to Microsoft Cloud services, encrypted network connection. Among all these four, Express Route will not have encrypted network connection. Hence, the odd man out here is third one. Express Route does provide private connectivity, but it is not encrypted. Next question. What is the first step that you would take in order to share an image file as Blob in Azure Storage? Create an Azure Storage container to store the image, create an Azure Storage account, upload the image file and create a container, use a SAS token to restrict access to the image. Before we do all the other steps, we need the Azure Storage account to start with Blob storage. Hence, the second option is right here. Next question. Which Azure storage option is better for storing data for backup and restore, disaster recovery and archiving? Compared to the types of storage we have, files and disk, Blob is the best option for storing disaster recovery files and archives. Hence, we can go for third option. Tailwind Traders uses the LAMP stack for several of its websites. Which option would be ideal for migration? Amongst all these three types, the best one for migration is Azure Database for MySQL. Migration is the keyword here. Azure Database for MySQL is a logical choice for existing LAMP stack applications. Both LAMP stack and migration are the keywords to select the answer Azure Database for MySQL. Next question. Your development team is interested in writing graph-based applications that take advantage of Gremlin API. Which option would be ideal for that scenario? Azure Cosmos DB, Azure SQL Database, Azure Databricks, and Azure Database for PostgreSQL. As Cosmos DB supports Gremlin APIs, we can go for the option 1. It also supports SQL, MongoDB, Cassandra tables, and Gremlin APIs. Next question. Tailwind Traders has millions of log entries that it wants to analyze. Which option would be ideal for analysis? Cosmos DB, SQL DB, Database for PostgreSQL, and Synapse Analytics. As it is mentioned, millions of log entries, that is the keyword here. Then we should go for the Azure Synapse Analytics, which is used for analyzing large volumes of data compared to the other options given here. Hence, 4th is right. Next question. A company wants to build a new voting kiosk for sales to governments around the world. Which IoT technologies should the company choose to ensure the highest degree of security? This comes under Internet of Things, and amongst all these three, highest security will come under Azure Sphere. Hence, the third one is the right answer. And security is the keyword to prefer the option Azure Sphere. Next question. A company wants to quickly manage its individual IoT devices by using a web-based user interface. Which IoT technology should it choose? Web-based UI is the keyword here. Hence, the option is IoT Central. IoT Central quickly creates a web-based management portal to enable reporting and communication with IoT devices. Next question. You want to send messages from IoT device to the cloud and vice versa. Which IoT technology can send and receive messages? IoT Hub. Here, sending messages vice versa is the keyword. IoT Hub is used for bidirectional communication, which communicates to IoT devices by sending and receiving messages. Hence, IoT Hub is the right answer. Next question. You need to predict future-based behavior on previous actions. Which product option should you select as a candidate? Azure Machine Learning direct definition is given in the question here. Azure Machine Learning enables you to build models to predict the likelihood of a future result. It should not be eliminated as a candidate. So hence, the first one is the right answer here. We are now at the end of our video. Hope you guys will find this useful. These questions are present in your overall Microsoft learning path in between each chapter. If in case you want to just recall all the concepts and all the questions which you answered in the learning path, then this video will be really helpful. If your friends are preparing for AZ-900, make sure you guys are sharing this video with them too. Don't forget to subscribe our channel if you are watching our video for the first time, and give a thumbs up if you like the content. See you all in next video. Until then, bye.